Balanced reporting on disability issues by the media, which illuminates both success stories and challenges that are experienced by persons with disabilities across many facets of life, are very important, as well as illuminating the services that the government of Zimbabwe provides to persons with disabilities, so that people can know and they can reach out to the Department of Disability Affairs in the Ministry of Public Service, Labour and Social Welfare for support.
And earlier on, it's like when we come forth asking for that information, like for example, myself, I cover a lot of disability stories. So for us, it's television. Then you're supposed to put inside the picture of a person. Yeah, because it's like when you were given an audio, there's something that will be like, it's also a TV, we need the person on camera. Then when you now come and ask that person, I'm kindly asking for an interview with you or on television, you will should be like, I know I can't, you see. So those are some of the gaps that now we need you to help us. Which, how can we solve this so that we strike a balance, since we want to strike a balance between the invisible and the visible, right? So how can we, I don't know, this gate, because there are a lot of success stories, but when we come into the community, or even you are given reference, you know, go and talk to this person, that person, so try to say Papa, so that we also get those engagements, we also get to cover those stories, because it's not like we don't want to cover the success stories. We do, but you can't force a person. That's the reason why now people cover like or stigmatize, I think. So we really need to work a way out on the success stories and engage maybe some of the stakeholders as well, so that when media practitioners come, please accept them. It's not like we want to stigmatize Ochi, but we also want to give a voice out there so that there is a balance. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but I think, and I feel like we really need to work on this issue a lot. Yeah, because there was also another issue, and I was gonna, it's Priska, if I'm not mistaken. Pani story akatondudza here, this junior parliamentarian Ainzi akaenda ku South Korea. Yeah, so it's like Ainzi ano sign language. So actually the boy an interpret, but pakandifeya kwarakati anogona kuramba kukupa the interview. You see,
my donation, of which maybe journalists actually go pani mananga agane disability angara maybe angopo wheelchair. Pana the issue yekuti maybe as journalists maybe cannot go through the national disability process maybe kuti right mwana papuwa pamboitwa here in assessment, maybe you are kungofara kungofunga kuti right pamwe wheelchair yaakupuwa ya pamwe zvabatsira mai vai uri kungoona muna apa pamwe wacho abatsira. Then maybe if you come across with maybe someone who has kuti pane pazoitwa in assessment here kuti aone kuti device yake yapuwa is the accurate device, maybe akutokonzera a secondary deformities.
Akanaka chaizvo aurangazvo, but kune wheelchair like yandairatidzwa paofisi mangu nesuro yemwana yemunhu ane cerebral palsy. Tikangotora wheelchair yese isiri yemunhu ane cerebral palsy, bhodhi haisi kubhalansa, saifanira kuti mwana achadai zvakutomukonzeresa kana kuti achadai ameno zviri kuitika ipapa, but iri kufanira kuitwa modify kuti agare zvisingamukonzeresi. Saka pari kuitwa madonations paipa tinotarisira kuti kana ari mawheelchair pana technician here, rehab technician ari kuita assessment yebody, tamboti body yakanaka izointeracta, but body yacho wheelchair ndemunhu mukuru here, then tangosiya vari kumusha kaa vanonetseka kuti yakupushwa. There's so many things that come into play, even the environment yacho yatiri kusiya wheelchair inofambika naye here mujecha kana kuti haifambike naye. Pane vamwe vekuti rehab technician anobatsira. Pane kumwe kwatakafundirwa kuti kuna mbuya vari kuda wheelchair, tabva tatuma rehab technician newheelchair, abva asvika tina mai ava havanide wheelchair because the type of impairment yavanayo yadevelopa pari vakange vozoswera vakagara muchete akutovakuwadza.
Important kupa my initiatives are effective, not kungoti taendesa. So no, I just wanted to confirm that
I will not put it
us even in programming level and programming interventions. And maybe just to take you back in the context of this project, the economic empowerment, what we have done is we have realized that there is already a gap that exists among people with disabilities themselves. For example, soft skills, for example, hard skills, how they should understand and know how to communicate and handle themselves before they even go to a workplace. So which is why we have taken a deliberate approach through our umbrella bodies and our implementing partners to tailor-make a tool to first train the individual participant before they go to a workplace. So we have taken that approach to first conscientize people, develop soft skills, develop hard skills within what we call the Essential S2S skill program, where they are going to learn. Once they have learned, once they have graduated, and then it becomes easy now for us to lobby and advocate with employers, because we have realized that employers say, basa rotangana 80 ambotanga taura naye kuti ndofana kuya neuche ndofana kudini. So that's the gap that we are trying to build. Because one thing that we all need to understand is disability is a movement. We have been coming from the traditional model, the charity model, social model, and we are moving and have moved towards the human rights model. And we are quite happy with efforts that are being made even at country level, where you are having the president coming in to be the guest of ONET, the Disability Expo, where we are having a lot of things that are being done nationally that we also need to appreciate. And such a movement has also created a space for partners to then implement and operate and complement government efforts. But it is still a movement. We still have people among us themselves with disabilities who don't want to be associated with the human rights. They want to remain in the charity case because they know NGOs may come and do cash transfers. But we are saying, no, go to the human rights model. You can also participate meaningfully and gainfully, but hard. And charity case, cash transfer, all that, it's a movement. We understand that. But for specifically for this project, we are targeting people who have accepted the human rights model and can be champions of change.
Yeah, actually, this program at Usweta, Katmizoranas, it was actually very insightful, very informative, and actually very helpful, especially to the disability constituents. Why am I saying so? Because media is a key player in issues of information dissemination. Why? The fact that they are here to hear for themselves on what needs to be done, how to address, how to capture disability issues, and the right terms to use, when and where to use them, and the terminologies not to be used in articles will help not only persons with disabilities, but as well the community at large, because the wrong terminologies leads to discrimination. Persons with disabilities, whenever they hear words like chirema, disabled, they feel this issue of being discriminated. So we are saying, because the media, those who write articles, those who publish articles for the world to see are here, they will help us to spread the information so that it will cascade down even to the areas where there is no access to these platforms. People can actually learn from actually reading the newspapers, listening to radios, watching television on what is supposed to be said when referring to persons with disabilities. So it's actually a good platform.